Her artillery, she has four 330 millimeter guns at mounted in two turrets at the very front of the ship. In two turrets, four guns each, 8 in total at the front. So that's one of the strong aspects of the ship, is that all the guns are in the front. So that means you could, like, if you're facing somebody, this is what they have. If you bow on, this is what they have to shoot at. That angled, that turret armor, which is not bad, but it could sometimes it can still get knocked out. It's 330 millimeters at the front plate, and if you get plunging fire, which occurs at long distance, it's going to come down on top of the turret. But there's the problem: is 150 millimeters thick, 150 at the top of the barbettes, but at the sides it's 340. So I mean, if you're shooting straight on relatively close quarters, you should be okay. 340, 330, 250 on the sides. But anywhere else, no armor whatsoever. None. At the most on the superstructures, coning towers is 330 millimeters though, so that's nice. Anywhere else, not really, doesn't really matter. But yeah, I like this ship, man. I like it a lot. Another thing we're going to talk about is the AA defense. Not the best. Not really good, to be honest. It's not. It's self-defense is all it is. You're not going to shoot down a lot of aircrafts at all with these 13.2, 37 millimeters, and 130 millimeters. It's just not going to happen. So AA's ass. Onto the maneuverability. Now the one thing that has this ship that this ship has going for it is the maximum speed is 31 knots. That is not bad for a battleship. Turning circle radius is kind of poo-poo with 730 meters. It'll take you a while to do a complete full turn in a circle. The rudder shift time is 14 seconds. Kind of bad, but it's all right. You can get that. You can get that down a little bit with some captain skills and some modules. I'll go ahead and show you the modules I have fitted. I have for my first modification, I have main armaments modification 1, 20% risk of main battery becoming incapacitated, 50% to main battery survivability, 20% to main battery repair time, risk of torpedo tubes becoming incapacitated 20%, 50% to torpedo tubes survivability, and 20% to torpedo tubes repair time. That's going to help these main turrets up here stay alive, so to speak. So they help them from getting knocked out when you're engaging, because if you lose one of these batteries, you've lost half your firepower already. So that's a no-no. For my secondary modification, I went to aiming systems modification, just to get, because these guns at range are just shitty with the dispersion. So this takes out 7% to maximum dispersion of main battery shells, and it just extends your secondary battery maximum firing range by 5% and reduces 5% dispersion of those secondary batteries. So that helps out a lot. And then obviously concealment's garbage. Now onto the secondaries. Now this is where it gets interesting, because all of your secondaries, other than this one and the other one on the other side, they're all at the back. They're all at the rear of the ship. So in practice, if you're shooting, if you got somebody that's over here like a destroyer or something, or a cruiser, and you're sitting there thinking, well, why's my secondaries not going off? It's because they're back here. The only thing that's going to shoot at a destroyer over here is this turret right here. This turret. Now, yes, that is bad, but also where I found these to excel is when, you know, you've got a battleship right here, you guys are brawling it out. You're here and he's here, he's firing into you, but he's bouncing. So you're going to go straight past him, turn your turrets till they're on the side on, broadside into his citadel, and when you get past him, your secondaries back here, all of these, like angle your ass of your ship to, like, okay, say if this was the battleship you were fighting, right? And he's behind you now. Make sure you angle your ship to where it's straight on to him. So all of these rear turrets fire. And there's a good chance if he does return fire, it'll bounce because it's angled. But don't rely on it because, like I said, no armor. But yeah, that's that. That's this ship covered, man. I like it. I like this ship a lot. As you can see, I played it quite a bit. For the consumables, I just went with premium, all premium. Repair Party 2, Catapult Fighter 2, and Damage Control Party 2. For the captain, I'm not 100% on this captain yet, but what I've gotten so far is I've got Superintendent, 1 additional charge to all consumables mounted on a ship. For ship survivability, I have Basics of Survivability, 15% to the time of repair, fire extinguishing, and recovery from flooding. That's 15% off the time that it takes to do that. Firefighting, obviously, mastered that with negative 7% to the risk of fire, because, you know, battleships, cruisers, and destroyers spam them with the high HE, so they set you on fire. And expert marksman, plus 2.5 degrees to traverse the speed of guns with the caliber up to 139 millimeters, which would apply to your secondaries, and plus 7 degrees to traverse with the guns of up above 139 millimeters. So that's what I've got so far. I think I've covered this ship pretty much all I know. Like, she's a really nice ship. She really is. She's quick. It takes her a second or two to start turning, but when she does, she turns good. The unique thing is all of her guns are at the front, so you can stay bow on towards the enemy, which is nice, because this can bounce here and here. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I want to hop into a game, guys, and then we'll try her out and see how she does. All right, here we go. Now, I'm going to probably push A. And obviously, yes, this ship is humongous. But there's a Cleveland, and just look at the comparison. Like, this ship is no good, no more than, like, the size is no good for more than just advertising France was here. Anywho, pushing on. We're going to push for A. Maybe we'll get some destroyers over there to cover A. The Hatsuharu seems to be going over there. I don't know what the Mitsuki's doing or the Grimyashki. But we shall see what happens. Okay, it looks like the Mitsuki and the Hatsuharu are both going over here. The Grimyashki is not moving. So, we have 2 destroyers headed towards Alpha. Looks like I am detected. There's somebody in the Alpha and Bravo. Looks like the Cleveland is launching a spotter aircraft. It is a destroyer. So go ahead and launch some shells and see what happens. Now, these are my blue shells right there. Oh, ever missed. Nicholas. Now, because there's destroyers over there, I'm going to change my speed and course. Because, you know, you can be guaranteed there's torpedoes in the water. This guy's probably going to run aground. looks like he pulled it off. All right. Now there's a Fuso. All right, the Nicholas is down, so that's good. There's a Fuso over here. We're going to go engage because the New Mexico is just a little bit too far out. And there's a Molotov over there, but we're not worried about him. So we're going to say bow onto this Fuso because he can't frontally. He shouldn't be able to pin us. Theoretically. There is this Fubuki over there. Shots out. Those look good. But the Fuso is starting to accelerate. And the Fuso is not slow at all. By no means is it slow. Alright. We didn't do much to him. But the majority of the destroyer threats, I do think, have been handled in this direction. So we're going to continue to push this Fuso. There is a Masuki right here backing me with torpedoes and a Hatsuharu right there. So we should be good. Outside again. Oh, and there's a 27-second reload on these guns. I forgot to mention that they are very fast firing. 5,141 damage. Not bad. Looks like we have some incoming fire over here. We're gonna stop right here because I don't want to present myself. Whoop. There's a Leander. Give him a very good lead. Although the velocity of these shells are not bad. They get to the target relatively quick. I may have overled that, to be honest. Yeah, I did. But let's see, we got a Fubuki right here. Pretty sure he's not looking at me. Where's that Fuso? Okay, that Fuso's angled. He's angled. There's torps out for him. Okay, the Fubuki's dead. We're taking shots from the Königsberg. So we'll push over here. Got some fire that's going to come in, but it's never going to hit. The Fuso looks like he is shooting at me. He is. Oh, he hit me hard there. Make no mistake, Mr. Fuso, that will not happen again. Because you got some torps coming for you, boy. I'm going to kill this peasant. Yeah, go ahead. Shoot at me, big boy. Cleveland's shooting at me. Königsberg's still shooting at me. I need to keep pushing up this direction. Cleveland's shooting at me. We're gonna There's the New Mexico. So we're going to stop here. He wants to run away like a little bitch, and that's fine. Let's just let him run. We're going to focus our fire on some different target. That Königsberg that was shooting at me earlier. I feel like having his life, to be honest with you. So we're just going ahead and repair right now. Might as well. 970, that was an overpin. So those Clevelands were waiting for me to come around that corner. Leander's dead. Königsberg's going to die to fire. Now that leaves a New Mexico in there somewhere. Now our Fuso is going to have to be showing his broadside. And voila, look at that broadside. That's it right there is what I'm talking about. All of those, that dispersion is just poo-poo. Ricochet, yeah, ricochet all day. But the New Mexico hit us in the side, knocked out one of our turrets. But it's just incapacitated. We're okay. Turret's back up and it's in action. Okay, the Cleveland is out. Some destroyer over there launching torps. Voice is setting on fire. Here comes the Fuso's guns. We're going to angle though. Hopefully we can ricochet. He's missed. We did ricochet. We are now opening fire on the Cleveland. Since there's a destroyer around this corner, I'm not going to push further anymore. I'm going to start reversing as soon as possible. I'm going to put the fire out. It's because we're starting to get low in health. Now. It didn't hit for much. Well, those still should hit. Yeah, they hit. Oh, 9,000, nice. Shots are out. We didn't hit hard on the Cleveland, but it was enough to make him to change his mind. Hatsuharu over there, so we're gonna change our course and speed. We're gonna go forward now. The Fuso's fired, but we'll see we're bow on. Now we're gonna go forward. Ricochet. No damage. We took no damage from that. I have the shots out towards the Fuso. May have overled too much, to be honest, and I did. Alright. It's no big deal, though, because he's done 0 damage to us. There is our Hatsuharu friend. Shots out. Doesn't hurt to take the shots. No damage. I think we can make this turn. I doubt it, though. But he's launched torpedoes up to New Mexico. Got that guy. We emergency beached ourselves. Just so that way I wouldn't have to give a broadside to anybody. Looks like this is going to wrap up this game for us, though. This Fuso's just going to run. Yeah, now I'm going to angle. Check. I'm not going to give him so much lead this time, but I'm just going to give him enough. No, looks like it's not. Oh, one might hit. One hit. Did a couple thousand damage. We're going to chase him down now. Now, I think he's being escorted by Cleveland. Yeah, there's a Cleveland over there. Those shells look good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, man. I'm going to give plenty of lead on this one. Looks like he's turning. We've been detected. Alright, looks like the Cleveland's gonna go around that way. That's fine. Alright, Mr. Cleveland. Now the Fuso. Hopefully those can land. Okay, yeah, we citadeled. And we won. That's not bad. You see, I hope that demonstrates how nice the frontal armor is on this ship when you keep it bow on towards the enemy. It's not bad. I wish it showed you how much damage you'd ricocheted. But it doesn't, unfortunately. We did almost 50,000 damage, so I'm happy with that. Alright guys, well I hope you learned something from this video. I hope it helped you out, or if not, at least maybe you were amused. But anywho, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below, let me know which ship you guys would like to see next for me to take out and do a review on. And as always, take care and peace out.